Hi everyone. I need to tell you a story. A story that has been sitting in my heart like a stone. A story I never thought I would live through as a mother. Please stay with me, because if you hear just the beginning, I promise you won't be able to leave until the end. You see, I am a mother. And I love my daughter more than words could ever say. She's 27 years old now. She finished university, got a good job, and my husband and we were so proud of her. We used to say she was our biggest joy. We worked hard all our lives just so she could have a better future. And when she finally stood on her own feet, we thought, yes, this is it. We did it. I remember the night she got her first job. We threw a little party at home. Nothing fancy. Just family, a cake, some laughter. My husband raised his glass and said, "We are proud parents today. Our daughter is our biggest joy." And I cried. But those were happy tears. Later, we helped her buy a small apartment. I still remember carrying boxes with her, setting up her new kitchen, folding fresh sheets on her bed. She had big dreams, and we thought she would build her own family soon. We imagined her wedding. We imagined holding our grandchildren one day. It made us smile just thinking about it. Life felt perfect. But life is never as perfect as it looks, because one evening, everything changed. I discovered something that broke my heart in a way I had never felt before. My daughter, my beautiful, smart, kind daughter, was in a relationship with a married man. I cannot even describe to you what that felt like. My chest tightened, my breath stopped. I walked around the house in the dark that night, unable to sleep. I looked at her old baby pictures, her graduation photo, her first day at school. And all I could ask myself was, how did this happen? How did my little girl end up here? I didn't tell my husband. I couldn't. He loves her so much. He talks about her all the time. It would crush him. So I carried that secret alone, like a heavy stone pressing on my chest every single day, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. I looked at her and wondered, what does she see in this man? Why him? She doesn't need someone who lies, someone who belongs to another. She deserves someone better. Days passed before I found the courage to talk to her. One afternoon, we sat in the living room. The sun was pouring through the window. Birds were singing outside. My hands shook. My heart raced. And finally I said it. I know what's happening. She froze. Her eyes widened. But she didn't lie. She simply said, "It's my life. Not your business." Her words cut through me like a knife. I didn't want to fight with her. I only wanted to protect her. So I said softly, "But he's married. He has a wife. He's not free." She looked me in the eye and replied, "I love him. And he loves me. He will leave his wife." I wanted to scream, but I didn't. I just shook my head. I had heard too many stories. Stories of men making promises they never keep. Stories of women wasting years waiting, hoping, only to be left broken. I said, "If you don't end this, I will tell his wife." And that was the moment everything exploded. She shouted at me. Words I never imagined would come from her mouth. Angry, sharp words that left wounds in my heart. I whispered, "I'm your mother. I love you. This is not the life I want for you." But she didn't listen. She called me old-fashioned. She said I didn't understand. She said I was stuck in the past. Tears streamed down my face. "You deserve more," I whispered. "You are young, smart, beautiful. Why would you want a man who lies?" She looked away. She said nothing. That night, I cried harder than ever. I called my best friend and told her everything. She listened quietly. Then she said, "Your daughter is an adult now. She will learn from her mistakes." But I didn't want her to suffer. I didn't want her to cry alone at night, waiting for a phone call that never comes. I didn't want her to waste years of her life for someone who didn't love her enough to choose her. Still, I stayed silent with my husband. I smiled when he asked why she was so busy these days. I lied. I said it was work. But inside I was breaking. Every night I stared at the ceiling and thought about her. I remembered her as a baby, holding my finger with her tiny hand. I remembered her laughing as a child, saying, "Mom, I want to be happy when I grow up." Why was she doing this now? Was she lonely? Did she truly believe his promises? I tried again to talk to her. We sat in the garden one afternoon. The flowers were blooming, but my heart felt heavy. I asked, "What if he never leaves his wife?" She replied, "He will. He loves me." I pushed gently. "But what if he's lying? What if you wait and wait for nothing?" She shook her head. "It doesn't matter. I want to be with him." Her words made me feel powerless. Like a mother watching her child walk straight into fire, unable to stop her. More days passed. Every time I tried to talk, she pushed me away. Sometimes she shouted. Sometimes she walked out. Sometimes she simply said, "Don't call me about this again." The distance between us grew wider. I could feel her slipping away. And then one night, the phone rang. It was her. Her voice was small, shaky. "Mom, can I come over?" I didn't ask questions. I just said, "Of course, my dear. You are always welcome." That evening, she arrived at the door. Her face was pale. Her eyes were red. She looked so tired, like the weight of the world was pressing on her shoulders. I made her favorite dinner, though she barely ate. We sat in silence for a long time. And then finally she whispered, "He lied to me." I felt my heart crack all over again. She continued, "He said he would leave his wife. But he didn't. He said he loved me. But now, he won't even answer my calls." Her tears fell fast. She sobbed. I waited. I believed. I thought I was special. But I was nothing. I reached for her hand. "You are not nothing. You are my everything." She shook her head. "I feel so stupid." I held her close. "No, my love. You are not stupid. You just wanted love. You trusted someone who didn't deserve it. That is not your fault." She cried on my shoulder, her body shaking like she was a child again. I rubbed her back, whispering, "You will heal. You are stronger than you know. And one day, you will find someone who truly loves you." We stayed like that for a long time, quiet, just breathing, just being together. Later that night, I tucked her into her old bed. I kissed her forehead. "I love you," I whispered. She whispered back, "Thank you, Mom." In that moment, I felt peace. Not because everything was okay, but because she was home. She was safe. She wasn't lost anymore. Over the next few days, she stayed with us. She helped in the kitchen. She folded laundry. We watched movies together, laughed a little, cried a little. Slowly her smile returned. One evening she hugged me tightly. "Thank you for not giving up on me," I whispered. "A mother never gives up. A mother's love never ends." And she said, "I love you, Mom." I whispered back, "I love you too." It's not the end of her journey. She still has scars. She still has pain. But she's growing. She's stronger. And I truly believe that one day she will find someone who gives her all of his heart, because that's what she deserves. And if you are listening to me right now, I want you to remember this. Real love is never hidden. Real love is never built on lies. Real love doesn't make you feel small. Real love is honest, kind, and whole. If you are waiting on someone who makes excuses, who says, "One day, maybe, not yet," please hear me. Don't waste your life waiting for promises that never come true. You deserve better. My daughter is learning that now. And I hope you learn it too. Thank you for listening to my story. And if it touched your heart, please share it, because maybe someone else out there needs to hear these words tonight.